Welcome to a very exciting conference. Thank you for inviting us, listening to us at this wonderful Children, Young People and Learning Staff Conference. My school is so excited to be here today. We hope you have a wonderful conference, and if you're good, you may even get a free lunch.
To feel safe, to have resilience. I am me. To be in a nice environment, fulfillment, to have enough food,
to have family,
courage.
to have light in your life,
I am not a stranger to the dark. To be creative, to have love and peace, to feel protected, to have encouragement.
In school. So if you could be a very, very good, loud, warm welcome, please, to Amelie and Ava.
Hi, I'm Amelie.
Hi, I'm Ava.
And today we're going to talk to you about the importance of clubs. Stop, look and listen. We want to talk to you about why we believe you should have more focused clubs in school and after school, which are based on what people need in the 21st century. This matters to us as children. This should matter to all of you. And this should matter to all those people who look after children. We believe we should look at all clubs our communities offer and consider whether they promote healthy eating, healthy living and positive, courageous attitudes to making a difference in our world like our Queen showed us all. Stop, look and listen. Clubs all schools should have. We are suggesting healthy clubs like cooking lessons to learn how to make healthy food and sports clubs to keep fit and healthy. We want to give our children a chance to do something no matter what, but we need exercise. My dad goes out running every afternoon and I'm saying you should too. You can go out running with your family. Therapeutic clubs like meditation and yoga and neighbours clubs. We believe we should have clubs which encourage others to be a good neighbour like Jesus taught us and the Queen demonstrated for us while on the throne. She served us all. We always need to look after the needs of others. This should include first aid to keep safe anytime and anywhere, and clubs which look after things such as pets. These clubs would teach us to take responsibility and take care. As you'll find out from Nate later on in this presentation, we need clubs for people with disabilities. Environmental clubs. We believe we should have clubs inside and out of school which look at ways which we can look after our world. This will include clothing swapping and how we can look after the countryside. And finance clubs. We could learn even more about money. We do a little bit in school now, but we could learn more. Stop, look and listen. Learning about healthy food. We need to learn about healthy food so we eat more healthily, so we are healthy and don't get ill from not eating enough or well. By eating junk food, it is alright, you can burn it off, but still, if you always eat healthy food, that is much better. Stop, look and listen.
Money education. We need to learn about not going into debt and how to make money and what to give to the poor. If you give food to the poor, it'll be a better impact than giving money because you can have a better impact and opportunity on you and them. We should also get free fruit, especially in school, to give us energy throughout the day whilst we work.
Stop, look and listen. More sales to raise money. We need more charities to raise money for schools, disabled people and children to be safer. We need to learn about how we can set up charities and we are then able to give clothes and anything reusable like canned food, such as they last a bit longer than some normal food. We want to learn how a charity can develop food banks, and we believe all charities should have duty to work with school children to develop their understanding of them. They should have spare facilities for some people, especially if you are homeless. You need that sort of thing to help you in your life. And then you will have done your part for someone and some people. Stop, look and listen.
Clothing swappings and swap shops. A clothing swapping is where you can swap your clothes out for another piece of clothing and it will save your money. Also, the impact is great. Swap shops. You can swap out something totally random and get something else back. Also, food banks. We need more food banks.
Stop, look and listen. Please listen to us and make all schools have clubs that improves life skills. Make all charities work in schools and make all schools have food banks and clothes banks. We've done our little bit talking to you. Now you've got to do your bit and make it happen.
Hi, I'm Rose.
Hi, I'm Ava.
What we are here to talk to you about today matters to us as children.
Should matter to all of you and should matter to every human being. So stop, look and listen. Climate change and disadvantage gap.
Pollution. Pollution is scary. The picture on the top is a lake with pollution. The picture on the bottom is the same lake, but before the pollution happened. Can you see the difference? Can you see the difference? Yes. Now this is mainly because people are using petrol and diesel cars. But at the same time, electric cars are also bad for the environment, because right now, to make electricity, we're probably cutting down wood and burning it, which is why we need to encourage more wind farms and more things that are environmentally friendly to help make electricity. It's really important, and there is no Planet 2. It really matters to me because I really like the environment as it is. Disadvantage gap. With Brexit, there is now a thing called the disadvantage gap. Now this is all because of Brexit, the electricity prices and petrol prices are going up. Now I'm going to talk about the petrol prices. Now, so what's happened is the petrol prices have gone up, but this is also because of Ukraine. The reason for this is because Ukraine and Russia are having a war, and it has caused England to become a poorer country, which has caused the petrol prices to go up. In fact, my friend went to the shop, went to get a petrol, and it cost my friend's parents, and it cost £100. Can you believe that?
Pollution. We need to protect our world. If we don't, there's no Planet 2. If you don't know what to do, here's a list of what me and Rose thought you could do. You should turn off your lights. You don't need to use electricity as much. That is why we have the sun. When you go outside, don't leave your lights on inside. You're not in your house and you're wasting loads and loads of electricity. Turn them off when you come back and it's dark and there's no more sun and it's gone down. Then that's where you can turn on your lights, because you're not going to be able to see, are you? You should pick up litter that you see on the floor and put it straight in the bin. If you don't, you could be killing a turtle, a whale, a fish, an octopus, anything you can think of that lives in the sea. And then you've got that on your conscience. When you go to sleep, you're going to feel really bad thinking, have I killed that turtle? Have I not? Disadvantage gap. Electricity prices are going higher and higher. The reason because of this is because people are using electricity way too much. We don't need to have drying machines just to dry our clothes. You can just hang them in your house and they will dry it quickly. You don't need to use washing machines. We've become so lazy. In the olden days, they didn't have dishwashers, did they? So they wash them up with soap and water, and and that's how we don't need to use our dishwashers as much. We are becoming so lazy and they're thinking of making more and more and more machines just to create our world. So Rose, what are we going to do? We are going to save our world.
Stop and look all around,
Including at us.
road hazards, the risks of being on the side of the road. In honor of the highway code, we need you to stop and look all around, including at us.
Hi, I'm Jude. Hi, I'm Kieran.
Hi, I'm Lars, and today we're going to talk to you about the hazards of the road for people to be themselves on or near a road.
We are going to talk to you about our experiences of trying to make a difference to a road near our school in Arundel, which is called Ford Road, which could be like any other road in our lovely county of West Sussex.
We are here because we want you to change your ideas about road safety and make changes to policy, like bringing back bikeability to our schools. Ford Road is like so many roads found in the rural parts of this county.
And people often forget that such roads have a huge impact on us as children.
In Ford Road, as you walk down from Arundel to the train station, you'll realise that there are absolutely no pavements. So it is not safe for people to walk down. And if they want to have exercise like cycling or running or jogging, all that kind of stuff, it's not dangerous just for them, it's dangerous for the cars.
Because some roads are often quite narrow near to some rural schools, we should encourage the local council to either widen some of these roads so they have 2 lanes, so cars can go in a safe way. But
This would require the council to provide extra safe pavements and cycle paths for anyone who is coming down them.
We personally would prefer the council to slow cars down and further encourage people to walk, ride and take environmentally friendly modes of transport.
children suffer because roads are not always safe around schools.
Roads to schools must be safe for small children, but, sometimes they aren't.
We have to work together to make it more safe for the children to walk across and protect them.
Children suffer because everyone needs to be tougher about wearing cycle helmets.
We really need to encourage the cyclists to wear helmets and to not do bike tricks on a main road.
We also need to stop them looking at their phones and having no hands on the handlebar, because this is one of the most dangerous things they can do.
Children suffer because adults park badly.
People need to start parking sensibly on the road if they haven't got a driveway, or park in their driveway if they've got one.
Don't park in front of a driveway, because somebody could be trying to get out, but they can't if there's a car in the way. Either that, or your car is just going to get crashed into.
Children suffer if road improvements are not completed or even started.
Recently, we have seen the Arundel bypass, and the efficiency is very slow.
We need to build this ASAP because it reduces the chip through Arundel and less possibility for an incident to happen. Children suffer because we do not have enough cycle paths, and the local authority have withdrawn funding for bikeability.
We are lucky that our school invests in it and believes in bikeability. We need more cycle paths on the road for cars to be safer, and not only the cars, the people on the paths.
So what we're saying is, if we have more cycle paths, it will mean less accidents on the road, right? And more people will be safer. Thank you for listening. We hope that you recommend our ideas. Pavements alongside all roads.
A further reduction in speed limits around schools.
Bicycle safety needs to be stricter, and we need more cycle paths which lead directly to schools.
Bikeability must be free to all our schools again.
Development of further parking restrictions around school.
This will make West Sussex a safer place for our school children.
Good morning. My name is Nate, and I'm speaking about people having equal opportunities, in particular disabilities, ramps, and why we need them. The reason we should have more ramps is to make things more accessible for people who have disabilities, so that they are able to do everything. In Littlehampton, those who use wheelchairs can't go on the beach, as there is no ramp leading to the beach. For example, I know somebody called Helen, and Helen, she can only go to the beach when her friends go, and when she does go, she has to be dragged to the sea in a kayak. Just think about that for a minute. Another thing we should do to help is make buildings more accessible for disabled people, like having a flat path leading to the door, maybe something to take them up and down the stairs like a stair lift, to reduce the risk of them falling down the stairs and being injured. Let's go back to my friend Helen. I want to champion Helen and all those people who have disabilities. I want West Sussex to be a fair and inclusive place. So let's explore how Helen might feel. I wonder how Helen feels in our world. I wonder how Helen would feel trying to get into this school. I wonder how Helen feels about going around the South Downs National Park. I wonder how Helen feels about really going to cricket in Arundel. I wonder what it is really like for someone like Helen to go shopping in Chichester. I wonder what it is really like really feels like having to be carried to the beach in a... We learn about dignity at school. I wonder if we give Helen dignity. And I wonder sometimes, do adults ever wonder how a child feels when they make decisions about and which affect children like me? I care about inclusion. I care about all my neighbours. I care about dignity. I am asking you to take care for my friend Helen.